there's a lot of utility to re-clear space, to push down long, down showers, and punish those kind of plays.
Yeah. Omen one-ways as well, I think, are going to be honestly really sick to see, actually. The Vitality is one of the teams that are really innovating with that on this map.
Yeah, of course. We'll see what we end up getting out of this one. It's Mat 3. Which squad is walking away with the dub? Let's find out and send it back over to you casters one final time. You got Paper Thin and Achilles for the call.
All right, thank you very much. Game 3. Let's see which one of these teams is going to be keeping themselves on the upper side of their group bracket. Trace started things off magically on that ascent, but not really finding their footing at all on Sunset. Now we go to Bind, and we have some very interesting styles being put on display.
Yeah, this is two slightly off meta comps.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
and the Omen's not something we see very often either.
Exactly. The Omen's a little bit out of kilter for what most teams like to do. And then, of course, that double Sentinel, Deadlock, and Cypher for Trace Esports, trying to run that back, trying to see if they can find some more success with it. This map has been a struggle for Trace Esports, to put it nicely. They're 0-3 on it in Stage 2, and their win percentages are low on both sides of the map. So let's see if they can find some more success. They've got a ton of util in Hookah, but that's been completely avoided by Vitality.
I mean, you can see they're thinking about sending that paint shell through. A couple pot shots across, but needs more damage in response. Knocked down to 54. Has to back away from the angle here for now. There's a quick jiggle peek out. It's going to be that lingering runner here. Hovering around that B side, trying to just instill some doubt as to where Vitality ultimately wants to go. Trap wire able to be cleared out. It's taken down. As Boombot will move over through lamps. No one going to get spotted by this, however. Vitality now turns their sights over here for the plant. Is he up over the top? Not going to be noting anything. Center just going to be backing away. Teleport going to be taken. Now they're pivoting, and here's the jump. BNK able to find one. Swings back in, looking for save. He's backpedaling closer and closer towards that trap wire, but Trex at the same time able to find Fang, and now the clear up comes through. Players advance forward. That util not meaning too much of anything, as TP is going to be taken. Kai needs to be ready for this. Toggle on the camp, but he actually doesn't check the left side.
Oh no.
Yeah, not great. There is, okay, well, peek in as they try to clear out the wall. It will just go ahead and expire now. Lil King given an opportunity. All three players dangerously low, but has to divide and conquer. Trex pulls back behind the box, tap on the defuse. Swing out some shots towards elbow. The time working against him. Even some further eliminations would be good, but they know that he's not on this. Let's just try to take them down here on the exits, it would seem. There's the swing out. They line up just about for him. Is able to go ahead and collect them both, but will die to the spike. As Trex will be the last one standing, and Vitality will win the pistol.
Yeah, it's really interesting counter moves by both teams, kind of away from that short A skirmish and scuffle and the creation of space by Trace Esports. It's this lurk from Runner. Gets around that wall somehow through Market, the deadlock wall, and finds a huge pick, even though Bianca was waiting for that TP. Vitality still found some big kills all across the map on the way towards getting that plant down, and just really good discipline there in that post plant. Really, really, really good from the side of Vitality. Knowing that they're weak, knowing that they can't give any opportunities over to Lil King, who's been ridiculous in some of these rounds with those multi-kills. And they just play it out patiently. So I liked some of the things from both squads, but Vitality just, again, a step ahead.
Cam does get spotted out, cleared. Triple stack at Showers. Fully expecting at least the one player to start working their way across towards this position. Prowler going to go through. Couple players ringing out some shots as Paint Shells gets ready to greet them from behind. Trex able to back away as there's the rush forward, but it's 2, 3 quick and easy kills here as Trex continues to excel. 5-0 thus far. The other two players still a world away.
He's just near flawless today. Unmovable, unflappable. Hey, mate. Is trying to wait around the corner. See if he can find any kills.
Spot out. Okay, able to win that fight here at range. Headshot comes in, Safe going to be taken down. So some damage found as he goes jumping across the side. Grabbing the weapon, I believe. No, now God has it. Then it's just going to be eliminated. So ultimately, 3 players left standing. Vitality not allowing for those Thrifties to come in. They start things off 2-0 as we go into their bonus.
Yeah. What can you do right now? Trex is already 5-0. Already fast-tracking a Nightfall. Looking so good. Just playing that so patiently off the Prowler. Just very wary, doesn't over-peak, doesn't overextend himself. Uses his own utility to make sure that they can't rush around the corner. Very, very nicely done. Now you look to see if Vitality can find another bonus like they did on Sunset. Maybe with that wall right outside of the teleporter. I think maybe trying to set up some kind of trap play where if they push showers, he can throw it out and block them there.
If you hear a tap on the orb, then lock him in.
Yep.
Have the peek out, but no one on that side. So for now, we'll just remain tucked here alongside the portal. Trailblazer going to be cleared out. Sensor as well going to be taken down.
Man, the patience from Vitality, so good. Trying to set up a flash off that Sonic sensor. Little pop flash and then a peek, but Vitality wise to it.
Another one set up just on the drop outside of Hookah. Smoke's coming down, and it looks like ultimately B-site about to be hit, but King rotating off, working his way towards that A site. Wall for now is keeping them locked in place here at Long.
Yeah, and this is why they can shift an extra player over towards the A site. But now that it's cleared, everybody's making their way over to B.
Gonna have to, oh my God.
He's unreal.
Yeah, Trex just finding hay bait, takes him down. BMK, just no hope in hell. Everything landing at his feet. The bullet landing into his temple. Vitality looking for the bonus conversion, and you can see already Trace have to make the call to just allow for it to happen.
And Trace relies so much on that deadlock wall this round because they have showers control the whole time. They're sitting there and they're like, okay. And then there's a little bit of contact, but no re-aggression towards the B side. So they shift King over towards the other side, and they're just waiting with that 3-2 stack. And then it's a quick clear and 2 quick kills from the side of Vitality. I mean, Trex is so on point, catching a player right towards elbow, and then gets the assist on the second kill as well with the C's. Ooh, King, good for the kill on Descender. Can he find any more?
Oh, has to push up into the corner. We'll be able to hold on to that weapon rather. I mean, decent to find one, gets him closer to having that orbital strike online. Still going to be 3 charges away, but looks like we're going to have an early timeout call after that bonus conversion comes through, and yep, leg just exposed.
30 seconds left.
And it's little mistakes like that that can't be made at this level. I caught a glimpse of the post-match interview with Frost, and that was something he was talking about a lot as to why Talon struggled against Lev a little bit. There's some little mistakes. You can't afford those at this level. You can't afford those at this tournament. There's 16 incredible teams at this event. And still, though, Vitality in general, even without that little leg peek, was making a great idea there. They're like, we're just going to clear the wall, and on a dime, we're going. And it catches Trace Esports very off guard. And that's really brutal, especially with the comp that Trace has brought, right? Like, you've got double Sentinels. You need to be able to stall. You need to be able to delay so that you can get those rotations, so you can get there and really gum up the works and keep the other team from making those easy executes.
Mimi pointed out, kind of likes this composition a bit more on the attack, but
yeah,
you definitely want to have some defending sided rounds going your way, as we are here on Bind.
This is a deceptively attacker-sided composition. You would think with 2 Sentinels it's not, but you can actually do a lot of cool stuff with the walls on the attacker side with Deadlock. So get there when we get there, but I'm with you. And with Mimi, it is kind of a interesting dynamic that this particular composition brings.
Nothing off the Dizzy. 3-man stack towards B.
Yeah, slow and steady.
It's again, just a big reliance here on this util over at short. No one there to challenge, just 2 players set up over here towards showers.
See the high-low setup with the trips. Camera is going to get the spot onto runner. But the high there set up for the raise, the low for the entry players behind. Let's see if Vitality can sniff this out. Indeed they can. At least get the first one.
Clear out the first, the other one set up low. It's going to be popped. The safe jumps up over the top, and Fang will be able to shut that down. Paint shells just in case that pressure continues to come in from showers, which now with the Prowler, they know that Trex is going to be there. The push up though at Trex, going to be good for the kill. Traded back though by Kai. Gives Trace the man advantage. Full push up once again here through lamps. Do they try to cut over towards B? This is being watched at the moment here.
Left. Great awareness from Hebe.
Yeah, but also from Sender. Anticipating it, ready, holding that angle. Mosh sent towards shower, forces him back for now. But Low King still lurking, finding one, cannot interrupt the plant. This Kicks spotting one, goes for the challenge, and Hebe going to be taken down, but now Kicks all on his lonesome. And Low King will take this round into his own hands, cleans it up with a 3-piece, and Trace will be able to get their first round win off the back of the timeout.
And just a really important reaction from Fang there that he's ready for the other raise to be blast packing through. Trex is trying to do his best to create a little bit of distraction for his duelist player. He only gets one in the end, but whoa, that's snappy. And then you got the follow-up from Kai. Great trade, knowing that that fade is going to be there. And they're able to start cutting players down. Just, that's a great round for Trace. So really good map awareness across the board. Really good discipline. Nobody really overextending themselves. And Low King, 7-1 right now, has an orbital strike.
He has been the team so far.
Yeah.
Orbital now online, but again, more attention paid towards this A side of the map. As Vitality start taking some space pretty aggressively here. Trailblazer scouting out, but somehow actually not seeing Kicks there. Turns back and yeah, we'll be able to get the stun onto him.
Oh.
They're on the trap wire, but Kai just dead. Trex is, I mean, did he see anything at all?
No idea.
Have to wait for the replay to try to spot it out, but for now, Wingman going to be taken down. The C's going to be sent in. BNK going to be clipped by that. Does he clear it out? Continuing to try to challenge here where possible, but as he swings further out, Kicks is going to be able to take him down. As the Nightfall gets unleashed, Low King having to win this fight, but cannot safe, will strike him down. Now Paint Shells goes out to further delay the defuse. 2 players left alive, swinging out wide, the peak there. The punish not found, Mosh now invested, Fang dead. The cleanup will be there. Sender, the only casualty is Vitality, not allowing for Trace to pick up 2 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, now they're starting to win some of those big battles out on the flanks, and so well prepared for that TP with that showers control. Great stuff, top to bottom, for the side of Vitality. And Trace Esports tries something a little bit spicy, and they pay the price. And it's going to be another eco for them. I wish we had wanted to see that Trex kill, but
the observers have deemed it too filthy. The stream is not rated
not
for that.
rated, yeah.
We cannot show it.
It's not safe for TV. He's been too damn good today. Well, you're getting close to some ults after this round for a Trace Esports one way or another. Who knows, maybe if you start getting some picks. The kills, they're up close and personal, and Trex is always diligent with his util, making sure that he understands some of these angles and where the players are. They get an early read. Let's see how they want to deal with it.
They heard the 2 sheriffs there in hookah. Looks like they're going to back away from that a little bit. Trex considering another Prowler.
I thought maybe they might try like a combo here off a Prowler and maybe, oh, but a flash.
Oh, flash going to be sent. But wary about the covering fire, so can't go for that peek to try to find the punish, so they cannot get that kill, cannot get that weapon. Trex will just go ahead and back away. Double trap wire set up. There's the first one. There's the second. Swing forward, safe, snappy, locks onto Fang's head. Takes him down. Mosh trying to clear backside, but safe up over the top, catching a glimpse. Kai eliminated. Now 3 players left. Still all sheriffs here in hand. Just desperately trying to find some eliminations. That comes through. Safe, however, able to drag across. Hebe eventually will find the kill. Sender just quick TP. Removes the net and now looks to try to hold them back lock them here into Lamps. The spot out on the 2. Lil King able to find one more kill, but it's still Vitality moving forward, moving upward now 5-1, cash aplenty.
Yeah, and I really like the way that Vitality and Trex in particular plays the beginning of this round, using that utility to keep an eye onto the hookah position, and then, you know, Safe just clearing out those trips, getting a step ahead of those paint shells, gets that easy first kill, and they're just starting to break open space. Obviously, a weaker buy for Trace Esports in that previous round. Now they've got a couple ults. You have the Annihilation for Hebe, you have the Seekers for Bianche. But Safe has a showstopper, and he's trying to work his way in towards hookah to find some value. Lil King has to be so careful.
Paint shell in the back, but Lil King sat here within the tube. The drop down, he does find the punish, avoids that Annihilation, but no. Okay, never mind. Target is going to be grabbed up, but Lil King dead to the mosh of all things. Cleanup is going to be there as Sender does get taken down. I get scrambled a little bit. Headshot into the body spray, and Runner will fall. And this time, Trace able to slam the door shut here in front of Vitality's faces.
Yeah, just barely able to get inside that tube in time and win that battle on the site. And the Annihilation able to come through from Hebe. Drags Sender over towards Defender spawn. Wall drops.
Double pump here off the neural depth, though. Vitality just cutting noise, rotating back around. Still 2 players there in hookah, but an opportunity for them to catch Trace by surprise.
They haven't read this.
This round is not over yet. Deep, little excursion here. Kicks just creeping forward. Knows that there's going to be a sonic sensor there. Opts to not break it, but how do they try to pilot this? Util widely dumped here from both players. The C's gone. Everything from Kicks' kit taken away. Plant now coming through.
Spike.
Let's see how Trace look for the retake.
Still have that grab net. Could use that to clear the player out at elbow. It's getting aggressive.
There's the push up. Kicks has to back away. Hebe ready for the catch. Grab net going to be sent. Trex now 8-1-2 approaching here from Lab. Swings out, looks for the first, but cannot make it happen. Kai will be able to claim it, and that's going to be Trace finding a second round win.
Okay. Starting to find some success, starting to find some round wins. Our Trace Esports. And that was a big one. There was some money left after that round, but it was starting to slide just a little bit. But you had some big ults there. You're able to put them to good use. A very important round win for the side of Trace Esports. Or Sender. Nobody likes getting cocooned. It's not fun.
Yep.
But it do be like that.
Save me. And then they do. And then, well,
you're just dead.
You're just dead. You're just right there in front of them.
Well, now Vitality has that Thrash from Kicks. You're close to the Viper's Pit for Runner.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got a couple ults that could be available.
Well, Thrash to start. Scouting through showers and some shots, but oh, Fang just swings back out. Does manage to take down Safe, so 1-for-1. As raises fall here on both sides. Paranoia not connecting, but Lil King spotted by that by that Prowler, I should say, but still is going to be good for 1. Back and forth battle here as Kai peeking out, finds Trex. And now they just don't know which way they have to put their attention towards. The Center ends up falling. Kicks now the one to try to clutch it out in a 1v3. Does have to thrash back up, but Wall comes through. Trailblazer will spot him. He will just go ahead and reroute.
Tough situation out for Kicks. Oh, they're just going to double stack him. Gonna thrash it.
Yeah, they thrash it, but they're both just sat here at Lamps, just trying to go for the headshot. Trying to swing out. Will be good for 1 more. So some further damage going to be dealt. Trace now within touching distance, just 2 rounds separating.
That's a great reaction here from Trace Esports. They identify that Sender got to the front of the truck, and they start swinging in to bail out. A great early kill for Fang. Smoke's just popping everywhere, and somehow Sender finds Fang in the middle of all of that. But there's a sonic sensor placed a little bit deep here that catches, I want to say it was Runner, and that allows an extra kill to come through off that stun. So deeper utility there for the side of Trace Esports. Finds a ton of value in that round. Flash to confirm. Smoke already down, though.
Anybody looking for the same trap setup here? Ready to send the wall.
Vitality just seemingly never falling for that on the rounds that Hebei wants to go for it. At least that we've seen. Showstopper, though, for Fang. He's over towards U-Haul. Clear of the haunt.
Paint shell lobbed in. BNK able to back away. Net going to be set. There's the flash. And that's going to be both of them taken down. Fantastic fire from Hebei and BNK. A 5-3. TP picks up that spike. Brings it back over, but how do you try to pilot things from here? Trex ready for a quick little peek out. Goes for the reface, though. And Hebei able to take him down. Okay, the one casualty. The trapwire gets cleared out, and Kai is watching. Spike now stranded, and Runner cannot find any more kills. Trace continue to run things back.
Yeah, I like this change-up in how Hebei and BNK are playing that long B position. Earlier, we saw it where they tried to play off a sonic sensor to get that pop flash to go. This time, they let the game come to them a little bit. The fragment comes, they respond with the grab net into the flash, and they both swing and both get a kill. Really nice little minor change up there that nets a really, really big round win. And I was kind of thinking that maybe now would be a good time for a timeout, but Vitality's gonna let it roll.
Letting it go for a bit longer here.
There. Okay.
Quick little tap. Showstopper going to be sent up close and personal, though, thinking maybe they had the catch. That was a trap play that they were trying to pull off, but Sender able to elude it. So Showstopper now no longer a concern if they can get themselves into a site. Still do have that orbital available, and Hebei picks up another annihilation.
Just another pause here from Vitality, but able to bait out that ultimate is huge. However, Hebei has another annihilation. Low King has the orbital strike, so this is still a very difficult post plant.
Slow creep forward once again. Trap wires just going to be sounding the alarm. Cam going to be cleared out as paint shells come in, and caught with paint shells in hand here is safe. Cannot get away from it. Net going through, plant coming down.
Shot my wingman.
There's a push up here into backside. Low King going to be taken down, so orbital strike cannot come into play. Pit now at the ready, sent. This Runner cleans up Kai. 3v4 with a Pit in play. Vitality in a strong position to stop this run back from Trace even further. As Annihilation gets sent out. Not going to find the connection, though. Cocoon does not come through, and Trex is just hightailing it away. MK pushing forward. Spike here just alongside him. Opposite side of the wall, the push out, some damage dealt, but cannot find that kill. Hebei going to be good for one as Runner will get taken down. Wall, the Pit, now gone. Everything to do here from the side of Fang, and he's not going to be able to find much more. Vitality stopping them here in their tracks. They get 6 on the half.
I mean, other than Safe getting caught with some util in hand, that's a really good round for Vitality.
Get the Showstopper and the Annihilation out of him.
Exactly. That's a massive win. They have to use the Pit, but that's okay. You get that round win. And man, felt like maybe Trace Esports was starting to heat up, starting to string a lot of rounds together, but it's only 3 before it's cut short by Vitality. Still have that orbital strike, now have a neural theft as well. But just great awareness from Vitality, expecting that trap play with the wall. Able to bait out a bunch of ults. Get themselves a really nice round win.
Now this time not going to be seeing that set play coming through. Trailblazer to scouting. We'll just send this one to cut off any further aggression in towards Showers. Jiggle peeking out though. Getting a spot. Net coming through. Runner in a bad situation and will get taken down. Safe trying to provide some covering fire here from the flank, but they'll just go ahead, get their kill and dip.
Some of these trap plays that Trace Esports have set up with this deadlock are really, really interesting. They're making great use of that grab net. I've seen a couple instances with Hebei and BNK really shutting things down. And now you've got 4 players shifting over towards the B site for Vitality. Hebei making a little bit of noise. See what Vitality wants to do.
Oh, hello. Don't they want to run? Double blast pack 4. They know that it can't have gotten too far. And oh, once again, caught with that util in hand. Hebei won't get traded back out as Kix finds that kill. BMK able to answer back the orbital strike to try to hold them here in position. Sender on the challenge, finds a headshot, but eats an immense amount of damage, and Lil King able to collect, looks for the follow-up and has it. Truck's gonna be taken down as Trace seeking a 6-6 half.
I mean, again, there's such a nuisance on this B site. Doing such a good job of keeping Vitality off balance, and really, Vitality hasn't been able to find great responses since the beginning.
30 seconds left.
So what's going on over here? And Safe again, just seemingly not mentally anticipating that they could just tuck into that corner.
Nice.
Expected him to go for elbow. And Hebe just says, no, I'm just going to hide in this corner and get a kill instead.
Oh yeah.
Thrash early for kicks. Once again, same kind of idea we saw before.
Oh, and Safe is just absolutely screwed. Ends up getting caught. It's right in on top of a molly. I'll have to see that one back. It's Lil King looking for an ace. Can't not make it happen, but still does an immense amount of damage. Drop down. Trex dead. Kicks eliminated, and it is in fact 6-6. Trace, what a rally back.
Man,
Switching sides.
they just really got their feet underneath them. Just were finding great opportunities to shut Safe down, shut him out. And a player that they talked about, that Hebe talked about before this, as being someone they needed to focus on.
Yeah, well, 6-6 at the half. Anybody's game. We'll see what happens when we come back from the break. All right, we are back and ready to go into the second half here of our third and final map of the evening. Trace rallying back, giving us parity here in that opening half. Now they pivot over to the attack, and as the desk was talking about, as we briefly highlighted, this is where this comp can really shine.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There's some really cool ideas you can do with that wall. You can get players trapped behind like the truck or the tube, things like that. With the deadlock, that can make it really annoying. I mean, obviously you have tons of extra layers to watch your flanks on the post plants with Cypher Util and sonic sensors and all those things, but it's deceptively powerful on this attacker side.
Let's see if Trace are going to be able to really utilize that, find that power, or if Vitality will be able to push back, as they are going to be here on the defending side of Bind. Could all very well come down to this pistol right here, though. We'll see who takes that next step towards victory.
And for Vitality, I'd like to see them just do what they did on Sunset and just kind of deny the ability to plant as best as they can.
Fast hit, getting ready to come through. His Kick's going to be forced out the flash. He's able to turn away from that one. Has the Dizzy out, sends it. Safe going to be able to collect one. Kicks, gets Kai. A pinch from behind. Going to be taken down. Still, though, Trace occupying the site here for the moment. Boombot, Wingman, everything in the kitchen sink going to be sent through. Try to scout out some of these positions. The man advantage ultimately is there for Vitality. But they take Trex out of the picture for now.
I love this proactivity.
Oh, swing coming through, right click gonna be good. Hebe, able to get that answering kill on the back end, but now has everything to do. Ball goes down, creeping forward, gets the spot out, but needs a bit of damage. The Prowler gonna be sent, clears it, needs to try to find a boat, but runs out of bullets. Vitality will find the pistol, and that is gonna be them moving up, regaining the lead.
I genuinely mean this when I say it. like a lot of the things that both teams did in that round. I like the patience from Vitality, the pause there after the execute comes through, knowing they have that man advantage. But then the wall comes through towards spawn for the side of Trace Esports, and they immediately understand that they need to clear the other angles before that wall either gets taken down or drops.
Nice.
And they do that, and that's the right thing to do in that situation. They have no other choice there, even though they can't quite hold on through the end. Hebei gets caught in a bad position in the 2, but it's still good ideas. But you're starting to see, in my opinion, why you want to be really careful as Vitality about giving them too much comfort, because that wall is so annoying and gives so much info and delays so much that Trace Esports can start stacking some of those angles like that.
Runner catching a glimpse, sets up for the snake bite. Fang dropping straight in on top of that. Everybody losing a bit of HP from that. A lot of it decay. Plant now going to be coming through, so at least plant money secured here for Trace as Haunt gets a reveal onto 1. Wall set up to try to cut off that defending side access here at Lab. Jump out, taking the fight over Torum. That's going to be Hebei collecting 2. Weapons now can be scooped up at Hebei. Needing to wait out. I mean, the decay comes back in. He's still only at 20 HP. Clear on the Prowler, the push up, looking for the headshot. Bang, able to find 1. Oh my God, are they doing it? Still 2 players, but HP bars wrecked here. As Trex trying to isolate, trying to divide and conquer, finds the first one, but Fang sweeping out with that classic, finds the kill. Paint Shell at his feet, Sender redrawing the weapon out, but time ticking away. Up on top of the tube, the swing through, the drop down. Fang playing elusive, playing the time, playing it to perfection. Gets the kill, classics all day long. As we are tied up 7-7 once again.
The thought process for Trace Esports is so good. The way that they're just shutting down these flanks, just absolutely beautiful. They overstack these angles, knowing that they have weaker guns. And then Fang playing this outrageously well. The man is just crazy good.
Just not giving them any hope in hell. What insanity.
Hebei.
After he just wrought.
Fired up, dude. Oh, man, I'm fired up after that round. That was so good.
Yep, I'm awake. Paint Shell to go ahead and check.
Listening.
Quick little sonic sensor going to be set up. As Runner trying to poke and prod here, interrupt. Presence now going to be noted.
Look at how annoying it is for him. Look at all this util just spread out. This wall has to be cleared. Buys a lot of extra time. Trex found a kill, instantly traded.
Yeah, it does get traded back. And keeping that weapon out of the fight. Push forward, ready to come in, and first shot's gonna be a little bit whiffy. Blast pack to try to offset if they continue the push. Wrap back around as the tap of the spike's gonna be there, but Kai's gonna be taken down to save, able to find a kill there with that Sheriff, but he himself very low on HP. Lil King able to find 3 so far in the round. Everybody stacked up watching. Safe gets taken out. His UI needs update, but that is going to be Trace getting the round victory.
8-7, I believe. But this is great stuff here. And you're seeing in this round a microcosm of why it's so annoying to deal with this comp on the defender side. And specifically, I'm talking about Vitality having to deal with Trace's comp because of the crazy amount of layers that can get set up. Once you get into that plant, if you give them any time for post-plant, all of a sudden there's a wall here, there's 2 sonic sensors there, there's trap wires all over the place, and you have to clear so much just to get to the spike in the first place to even tap it.
All right, well, drop that down. Make sure that we get everything situated. I don't think Fang wanted to quite expose himself like that. Let's get snatched up. DK will go away here from him. Boombot clears out lamps. Save. Having the drop down off the top of the box. Blast packs across the way, and now Hebei opening things up. A strike's going to be taken down. Hebei with 3. As Safe and Runner both fall. Picks now. And Sender, the last 2 standing, but Hebei on for an ace.
Give it to him.
4th elimination for him, but Sender, yeah, he has no wants, no need to do that. He's just going to hightail it over towards the attacker spawn. This round is over, and that is going to be that lead even further picked up here. What a decisive push onto the side here from Trace.
The confidence is flowing for them right now. Hebei has an ult available for the next round. I mean, they are just smashing through the defenses of Vitality. And you know, the real question is how early are you gonna have to take another time out here? Because it's already starting to go very, very sideways in so many ways. And Vitality's gonna need to find a way to keep these attacks from fighting all this success. The orbital strike there to flush players into Heibei's angle, and then he's just spraying them down as they're trying to come out the back of truck.
I think they're trying to run away from it.
Yeah,
orbital
that too.
strikes send him scattering, and he's able to collect them all. What a huge round here from Heibei, as that will be the timeout call.
You have to. You have to stop the bleeding here. You have to figure out a way to deal with this comp. Because right now, Vitality does not have consistent answers. And it's tough. You know, you don't have that traditional info sentinel of your own. You don't have a Cypher. You don't have anything that would maybe allow you to kind of slow down these hits, prevent them from comfortably getting to those post plants.
For Molly,
Yeah,
free smokes,
yeah.
a couple different things missing.
Yeah, there's a lot missing. You're right.
You know, this comp can work, but right now they need to figure out how to counteract with the tools that they have what Trace is doing. Because you mentioned it, the desk mentioned it. This map has not been good for Trace in stage 1, in stage 2.
They're 0-3 on it this stage, this previous stage. 0-5 and
I think, yeah, it's a 5-loss streak overall on the year leading up into this very moment.
and it's not been a great map for Vitality. They're 1-1 on it. They beat Heretics, they beat Fnatic, or they lost to Fnatic. So, you know, there's not a ton of data there to really, I think, objectively say how good or bad this bind is for Vitality. But, I mean, frankly...
That's out.
Yeah.
Orb snatched up there from Safe. Push forward. That's Kicks taking an immense amount of damage and now taken down. Fang able to find it. Annihilation does get popped. Push out here from Runner, trying to be the hero, but he's only able to find one. Before Heibei shuts it down. Safe similarly trapped, but oh my god! Just gets a wall bang headshot, but now he's the last one standing. He can push out, get himself into hookah.
He's kind of showstopper.
Find a weapon. Does have that at the ready. Showstopper is online, as you say. Gonna wrap around, work his way over towards Long. Angle's being watched though. Beyond K for the moment, staring in that position. Just jump peeking here for him. Time ticking. And what does the call end up being here for Safe? Do you try to play this one out? In case stopping the jump peaks, right, as Safe gets close enough to be able to find a potential headshot. And now they will just go ahead and go their separate ways as Teleporter will get taken. They know that they are safe. They know that this round win is further confirmed. And now Trace find themselves up to double digits.
I mean, it's so difficult. Every position that Vitality is trying to hold is getting caught out. Just great stuff from Vang. Beyond K right there. Assist going over to Heibei. I mean, that's a nasty shot from Safe, but...
that's me.
Yeah.
Over the last few rounds.
You've been,
well,
you've been losing your mind a bit over here. I have too. But.
Still some kinks to work out here. As now back in for yet another attack round.
Scout destroyed.
Weaponry in hand here for the side of Vitality. Hard to fully assess exactly what the firepower looks like. Certainly should be stronger than the previous round as Kai moving forward, Kicks dead off the rip. There's a quick peek and a kill. They're in hookah. Now the neural theft's going to be telling all as they start to rotate back across here towards B. Just Sender here on this side to try to slow things up.
The pick is so huge. It makes it so unbelievably easy to make this decision. You know there's only one player on B. Now you can throw all this util to stop up the spawn door.
I mean, yeah, just look at that.
Yeah, no, look at it.
Net's still available as well.
It's horrific to try to get
on the timing. I mean, you hear that showstopper coming out. It might just be the instant throw of the net. Sends it down now, nice and early. Both players caught, end up clearing it. Snake bite sent towards back tube, nothing found there. Paranoia across, Heibei getting caught by that. Showstopper at the ready, sends it. Hebe gonna be taken down, push up into the Cyber Cage on center, not even registering that Kai was alongside him. Kill's gonna be found, Kai finding another one, 3 in the round. And the call to exit's gonna have to be made here as Kai, well, he'll get taken down by his own teammates, Molly, but I don't think that they give a damn. Trace continue, now up 11-7.
It's just crazy with this comp how quickly it could snowball out of control. And that round right there is case in point. Neural theft into an easy, decisive decision that gives you a plant, and again, that post-plant setup that is so vital and so powerful with this comp that Trace is running. And man, oh man, what a performance we have seen from them today. Regardless of how this shakes out, I mean, they are defying expectations.
And they've held on to them for a very, very long time, but now Vitality having to use that second timeout in close succession to the first one. Trace, still one more in the back pocket to hold in case that gap starts getting closed, but Vitality need this one to work.
5 in a row is what Trace has been able to put together.
And that's
off an eco.
Yeah,
and then,
they lost the pistol,
yep,
get the eco, and now they start the streak.
Just running. And there's a showstopper, one away from the Seekers or Beyond K. I mean, again, the way that they're now able to snowball those ults as well is going to clear that space that they need to get to those post plants. Like, there's so much going well for them right now. Showstopper this round, potentially Seekers as well, or into the next round. And then you're up 12, potentially. Who knows? Vitality does have some answers in their back pocket. They do have the Nightfall. They do have that Viper's Pit. And they have a bit of an economy to get through with only a Guardian having to be bought down. Otherwise, it's rifles, but this round's so important for Vitality.
Trailblazers scout sights now set here on A. Showstopper looking for the netted player and finds him. Runner absolutely obliterated. Kai now striking, unregistered as Trex will fall. Paint Shells lobbed out as safe, has to back away. Tries to evacuate into the smoke, keeps himself alive, and now Ascender arriving. Does manage to find Kai. But still, so much work to be done. Sender dead, safe at 23. It's just he and Kicks. They have no money and no way to escape. They have to try to fight back. Wingman gonna be going forward. Immediately cleared out. Amash at the ready. The flash in hand. Hebe turning from it. Swings out the kills. Confirmed. A team ace. And Trace up to 12.
And it's off the rip here for Trace. The showstopper kill onto Runner, who's got the Viper's Pit. A huge ult immediately taken away. Right off the rip. And Vitality just scrambling to find answers. The grab net, so well placed. And then Kai has been great on the Cypher, great on the Jet on Ascent. Really shutting down some of these extra angles, some of these lurks as well have been really successful for him, for Trace. And that has gotten them to match point.
Pit immediately invested as they look to flush him out. He's netted, he's naded, he's absolutely dead! Runner gone, the first step taken. They back away, the Nightfall gonna be dodged out, but Fang sticking around, finds a headshot, putting Trex down on his ass. 3 players left standing. And now the pivot, the call. Guys, I'm deep on B. Bring the spike this way.
All the space in the world for Trace Esports to get set up.
King sticking around, doesn't win the fight, eats a bit of damage. But now the shift, the rotation has to come through.
There's that wall.
No ults to speak of here from either side. The Dizzy not going to be spotting out much here. The Sender just TPs across. Wall now cleared out. Paranoia at the ready. Hebe again here within tube, getting caught by it as Kai jumps up over the top. He's in on top of the Mosh. He ends up getting taken down. A window potentially back in, but Beyond K says absolutely not. Where were you when Trace Esports took down Team Vitality? I was right here, relishing in it. 13-7 on Bind. They close out the series in what may prove to be the upset of the tournament.
Unbelievable. They come in, have an Ascent that is so back and forth, so close, goes to overtime. Sunset, Vitality seemingly the whole way, and then on Bind, Trace Esports flipped the script. So many losses, so much struggle to find an identity, to find an agent composition that works for them on this map, and they come into Champions, they float it for the last map, and they're able to get it over the line and take down Vitality.
Absolutely incredible scenes from this young squad. Vitality will take their bow. Their jobs are not done here, but look at what this means to these players coming in with nothing but doubts on their shoulders. They get this win, they get that upset, and they get their moment here in the spotlight.
It was absolutely wonderful stuff today. They looked so clean on Ascent. It looked like a lot of any doubts that I had about maybe some of the mistakes and things, mostly erased. They looked really well polished, and Vitality is a very, very good team through everything they had at them today. But Trace Esports, man, what a moment, what a moment.
Indeed, and who knows, I mean, it should just be upward from here. That's a huge hurdle to jump in your first matchup here on the international stage in the biggest tournament of the year. Let me take a look back through some of these moments, but I mean, did you hear that? It was as if millions of pick'ems had suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced because not a lot of people were gonna have this one ready. We're gonna have that one locked in.
I want to give you a quick stat before we go on this Bind.
Lay it on me.
Okay, Trace Esports coming into this, they won 36% of their rounds on their attacker side and 28% on their defender side. Coming into stage 2 for today, they completely flipped the script. What a job preparing this squad.
I mean, obviously still some pain points there on Sunset, but they still did have good ideas. Sure. This is now a team that absolutely needs to be looked at and that needs to be feared by future opponents, because clearly Trace, they have some very solid ideas, especially here with this Bind composition. Fantastic performance from absolutely everybody across the board for Trace. We congratulate them once again on their win. And to further congratulate them, we'll get ready to go ahead and throw it down to the stage. We got Jen standing by for a Verizon post-match interview.
Jen Lee down here on stage with Luo King, of course, with Trace Esports picking up their first Champions win. Congratulations, Luo King. 승리 축하드립니다.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
네, 루오킹 선수, 트레이스 e스포츠가 첫 국제전 첫 경기에서 첫 승을 거두게 됐습니다. 그것도 이번 시드 유럽팀인 바이탈리티를 상대로 2대1을 내면서 이런 성과를 올렸는데요. 아무래도 기분이 남다를 것 같은데 가장 먼저 오늘 승리 소감부터 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Congratulations once again. Now, this was your first international event, first match. You guys pick up the very first win for Champions for Trace Esports against the number 2 seed of EMEA team. So how does that feel? Must mean a lot to you.
那其实这一次不仅是你在冠军赛上的首秀嘛，并且你也是击败了一个非常强劲的敌人小蜜蜂，并且他们也是来自EMEA的2号种子。那现在感觉怎么样呢？
我感觉就是我们这一路的努力都得到了回报吧。然后希望这是我们的一个开始，然后也希望一直支持我们的观众们可以继续支持我们，我们会在未来继续努力。
I think, it just improved that lots of the hard working and a lot of the efforts just come true, and maybe this is so sweet for us. And I think thanks for all of the fans supporting, and I think maybe this is just a start for us.
그동안 너무나 열심히 노력을 했고 열심히 이 길을 걸어왔기 때문에 이렇게 승리할 수 있어서 정말 이 승리의 달콤함을 다시 한번 느낄 수 있는 것 같고, 그리고 팬들도 열심히 응원을 해줬기 때문에 이번이 끝이 아니라 이제 이번에 승리가 앞으로 계속해서 트레이스 e스포츠의 좋은 흐름의 시작이 되지 않을까라는 얘기를 하는데요. 그러면 이제 다음 경기는 레비아탄을 상대하게 되는데 상대팀에 좀 챔피언스 우승자가 2명이나 있거든요. 각오 한마디 들어보고 또 레비아탄에게 하고 싶은 말이 있는지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Next up, you guys are facing Leviathan, and they have 2 champions winners there on their team. So is there anything you want to say to Leviathan before the match? And also, what would be your mindset heading into that matchup?
那其实下一场你们要跟利维坦打嘛，然后利维坦其实有两个全球冠军。那你现在的心态是什么样的？包括在面对他们之前有没有什么想说的？
我的心态其实挺平静吧，因为我觉得我们只需要把自己练的东西给打出来就可以了。可能我们这个队伍比较注重的是过程， 我觉得我们能在过程，就是不管是胜利还是失败，这种过程当中学习到很多，进步到很多。那对于利维坦来说的话，其实我是没有什么想说的吧，只是希望我们能跟利维坦带给大家一场精彩的比赛吧。
Actually, I have nothing to say to Liviton, and I just want to give all of the audiences a super amazing matchup. And also, I think Liviton they're super great, and I think our team just focusing on the process, not the answer. And we just want to give all of the audiences a super nice matchup and nice game. And also, we want to learn not also the experience or something else from Liviton as well.
먼저 이제 딱히 레비아탄에게 하고 싶은 말은 없고 그냥 팬들에게 좋은 경기력을 선물해주고 싶다고 얘기를 하고요. 레비아탄이 물론 정말 강하고 정말 좋은 팀이지만 그래도 트레이스 e스포츠 같은 경우에는 자신들의 것들을 더 발전시키는 데 집중을 하고 그리고 무엇보다 팬분들에게 더 최고의 경기를 선사할 수 있는 데 집중을 하고 싶다고 얘기를 합니다. 그리고 또 레비아탄전에서도 많은 것들을 배우면서 지금은 조금 더 이 과정에 집중을 하면서 결과와는 다르게 우리가 가고 있는 길을 더 탄탄하게 걸어갈 준비를 하는 게 맞는 것 같다고 얘기했습니다. 이렇게 해서 루오킹 선수 만나봤습니다. Thank you, 루오킹. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Now that was Luoking with the interview. Everybody, I'm gonna wrap it over here, and GB, take it away.
Thank you so much for that, Jen, for that Verizon post-match interview. And wow.
Yes.
Trace.
I mean, they played incredible. That final map, they've been trying to figure out Bind for so long regionally. They lock in on this deadlock comp.
And then you figure it out at Champions.
It looked great. And I mean, you can see what it means to these players. And Lao King, the guy we were just hearing from in that interview, just playing out of his mind across this series. This final map in particular, so many fantastic moments from this guy.
Yeah, all got shaped up towards the end for Trace as well. I mean, this is what esports is about, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is it. This is it. Every single global event, you always get these upsets every now and then threaded in, especially with champs of 16 teams. But, man, I mean, just seeing the emotion on the players' faces to get that win.
Really,
so
wear that on his sleeve, you know, in such a way. Illustrates the importance of this event, illustrates the importance of this achievement for them. No one gave them the time of day.
No.
We got to stress that.
Yeah, and for this team, I mean, it means so much too, because we've seen a lot of Chinese teams come and debut at these events, and generally the debuts are a start. The last time we saw a CN team win their first global match was Billy when they upset NRG, and this feels the same magnitude of that upset, really. Seeing a team that no one had expectations for come out, play their heart out, and teach people new names, new styles that the global audience never would have thought about before.
You know what struck me, the difference between this one and the Billy match was, you know, when that happened, it felt like Billy was, you know, like playing great, but it was like, whoa, that's crazy.
It was a lot about it, like individuals and like pop-offs and a miracle.
This was a Trace team that, quite frankly, just outplayed.
They played better Valorant.
You
played better Valorant, fundamental.
In the interview, talking about trusting the process, right?
Yeah.
And not kind of like focusing on the matchup at hand, but just going for the motions, going for the process. They're playing, you know,